Hello, my friends. Welcome to another episode of Deep True Crime. I'm Manny Rodriguez. Thank you for joining me today. Hope you're having an amazing day. The focus of this channel is to keep you updated on what can actually go wrong out there and who do you need to be aware of. Truth is, it doesn't matter how careful you are, something bad can still happen. That's the world we live in. But the more we're aware, the more we're prepared, the more we can be careful of our surroundings. I can tell you there have been multiple times where I was able to identify maybe something doesn't look right. Now, there have been times where when I lived in New York City, I was mugged. I didn't see that coming. When I was a teenager in high school, you never know where this danger can come from, right? But the more you're aware, the more you can be prepared. So if that sounds like something you would like to follow, just smash that subscribe button. Make sure you click that notification bell. That way you know when I upload new content or go live. So today I want to discuss the tragic case of Cassie Carli. She was the missing Florida mom who had gone missing after meeting with her ex-boyfriend, not husband, ex-boyfriend who she has a 4-year-old child with. She was going to let him visit her, so they met in a agreed upon location and she disappeared. Not been heard from since. Well, they have since found her body in a shallow grave in Alabama. And they actually found her body the evening of April 2nd, 2 days ago. They found it in the evening towards night of April 2nd. And so authorities in Florida, Sheriff Bob Johnson, shared in a press conference about finding her. And you can see by his voice, he hated the fact that he had to share they did not find her alive. You can hear it. It was tragic. He felt like this is his citizen. He had to bring the bad news. And Cassie Carli, she was only 37 years old. Rest in peace, Cassie. And she was found in a shallow grave in Alabama. Now, Marcus Spanevelo, the ex-boyfriend, he was already arrested. He had already been arrested on tampering with evidence, given false information in reference to a missing person, and destruction of evidence. Now, this is an ongoing investigation. He has not been charged yet with her murder. It's just a matter of time. He was evasive. He had nothing to say. The first thing basically the only thing he said to the authorities was attorney, something like that. He lawyered up right away. He didn't even say more than one word, basically. Unfortunately, this is not the ending we were hoping to find when everyone went searching for her. And they found her in a barn on Saturday, April 2nd. Sheriff Bob Johnson, he didn't share what led them to there. Now, Marcus did try to get rid of that phone. He tried to get rid of the phone, did not work. Because the phone, whenever you have your phone, that keeps track of basically everything you're doing. It literally keeps track of everything whether you want it to or not. My guess, speculation, is they used that phone, her phone, to track where she was. And where they found her in the shallow grave in Alabama, there was a connection of this location to Marcus. Now, how did they know this was Carli? Now, the autopsy will be done today. So they don't quite know exactly how she was killed until the autopsy is done. But she had a tattoo on her right foot, which you don't normally put a tattoo in your foot. That is an odd place to have a tattoo. But the tattoo and the type of tattoo per family was how they were able to identify her body. And her family said her phone was missing from her purse. When they found her vehicle, her purse and everything was in there, but her phone wasn't. They knew right then something's not right. And they are sure 100% the last few text messages that they got from her was not her. The family is 100% sure the last few text messages that they received from Cassie's phone was not Cassie. The family's trying to get a hold of her. Cassie, I'm trying to call you. What's going on? She did not go far to make this exchange with Marcus. And they even text, I'm freaking out, Case. Call me as soon as you get this message. A reply from Cassie's phone at 12:25 in the morning says, I'm sorry, car was acting up and I broke my phone. Marcus is working on it. I will stay at his place tonight. He is paying me money to do some stuff around his house. Then they asked, are you in Panama City Beach? PCB, Panama City Beach. The phone says, no, the screen is jumping all over the place. Let me see if he can get this fixed and I'll call you. They reply, I'm going to sleep. I just needed to know my girls were all right. And they never hear from her again. But they are 100% sure that was not her. And now Marcus, again, has not been charged with the murder yet. Let's just be clear. Just a matter of time. Just a matter of time. Even the sheriff said, based on the evidence he saw, he believed Spanevelo would be charged with murder. And he even goes on to say, I hope he gets the needle, which is death penalty. In Florida, they do have the death penalty. And sheriff did not pull any punches. He hopes he gets the needle. And again, all he said was lawyer. He said nothing else, according to Sheriff Bob Johnson. And they do believe that Marcus acted alone in this case. And as of now, her daughter, she is only 4 years old. So they most likely will not get much out of her. She's only 4. There's not much she can share. We pray she didn't witness anything bad. Because I can guarantee you, a lot of tears, where's my mom? I'm sure because she has no clue. How do you tell a 4-year-old this? You're never going to see your mother again. That's the most tragic part that you can think of. Number one, taking someone's life. Number two, their daughter, 4 years old, will not get to enjoy life with their mother. Taken at a very, very young age by a selfish SOB. Now, I will say, Sheriff, he didn't pull any punches referring to him. I don't want to refer to it. I don't want to share. He was, let's just say, dirt and bag together. And you kept referring to him like that. A lot of people are angry about this. A lot of people. This is a tragic case. I don't understand how a person's capable of doing this. I don't understand it. I'm not here to try to understand it. I'm not a psychologist. But my goal is to help you be aware of what could possibly go wrong. Who knew that this could happen? Well, truth is, Cassie has shared multiple times she does not trust him. She's scared of him. She said that multiple times over the years. She was afraid of him. She tried to file a domestic violence or there might have been a domestic violence case involved. Sheriff Johnson did not get too deep into that. He said that there may be or was going to be, but may not have gotten to that. Extremely terrible, terrible. We need justice for Cassie. This SOB should never see the light of day again. And so Carli, she was last seen going to pick up her 4-year-old daughter. So she did not have her daughter at the time, and she was going to Navarre Beach in a custody exchange with the ex-boyfriend, Marcus Spanevelo. And this was on Sunday night that she was going to do this exchange. The next day, Carli's father filed a missing persons report. And Marcus was the last person to see her alive, so they knew we need to find Marcus and get some answers. And so investigators found Spanevelo and the 4-year-old daughter in Birmingham, Alabama. And they found them on Wednesday. Cassie's brother Anthony, he quoted, Cassie's been telling me for the last 2 years that Marcus has been threatening her. She's always said, if anything happens to me, it's him. So it's just a matter of time. I'm sure they're going to have some murder charges on this dude along with the other 3 charges. But again, you got 3 states involved. Florida, where she went missing and most likely probably was killed in Florida. We'll find out more as time goes on there. Then you have Alabama, where her body was found in a barn in a shallow grave. And then you have Tennessee, and Tennessee is where he was arrested. So you have 3 states involved. So will he waive extradition or will he challenge extradition? We don't know yet, but they will be working on getting him to Florida to face these serious charges. My friends, that is the terrible, tragic case of Cassie Carli. My friends, please be careful out there. Again, no matter how careful you are, you can still run into problems. But do your best to be aware of the person you're in love with, to be aware of what you need to be aware of. If you are in a relationship and there have been many red flags, please don't sleep on those red flags. Pay attention to those red flags. In Cassie's case, she already knew she could not trust him. And at the time of the meeting, it was still a little light outside. And they were kind of meeting behind a restaurant. Behind the restaurant wasn't as busy. We can only hope there's justice for Cassie. Whether he gets the death penalty, whether he gets life in prison, let's get justice for Cassie Carli. I'm Manny Rodriguez. This has been another episode of Deep True Crime. Make sure you smash that subscribe button if these are the type of stories that you like. It lets me know you're getting value. Keep producing stories like this. My channel is less than a year old, so I'm still trying to find the right content that you guys want to watch. I think I'm starting to get a better idea of it, but please smash that subscribe button. Let me know you're getting some value from this, and I'll know keep producing this type of content, because my number one purpose, make you aware, help you stay aware of what could possibly go wrong around you. Thank you for joining me. This has been another episode of Deep True Crime. Talk to you later. Peace.